Hey guys, American Mustache Leatherworks here again for a process video. Today I'm going to be working on a wet molded coin sleeve key fob. It's a mouthful. But it's going to house my member coin from the Austin Facial Hair Club. We all have one when you're in the club. And if you're caught without it, you may owe a bunch of people beers. Of course, that's why you want to keep it on you at all times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a keychain thing. It's going to dangle. It's going to have its own little thing. You're going to wet mold it too. So this is going to be a nice little wet molding video. So if you guys are ready, let's get started. All right, here we go. I've got this 3-ounce piece of veg tan leather. This is a great full grain leather. Look at that bad boy. It's wonderful. Anyways, what you're going to need is a glass of water, and you're going to let that sucker soak. All right, once that's all soaked up, over time I found something that's perfect for this coin. It happens to be a mustache lid. Well, it's just a tin. You could put it. Came with wax, mustache wax. But anyways, what I've been doing, and this has a concave and that's more of a flat side. So I'm gonna bring that concave up because I want that to be the front, which is gonna be the front full grain part here. So I'll put that up against the back there. Squeeze that in. Really squeeze that in. And then if you take a look, you see it's molding perfectly in there. That is a perfect mold. So, and you could do this with probably anything. You just have to find the right lid. You can make your own mold. This just happened to work perfect for this situation. So I'll lay this flat on the table here. And if any of these wrinkles, I'll just go ahead and use my fingers to flatten those out. It is wet and you can mold it, hence the name. We'll let that sit overnight. Nice. And we'll be back. Hey. It's the next day. You could tell because I'm wearing a different shirt. But this is ready to go. That is nice and dry. We're ready to do some work to this. Okay. Let's trace out our pattern on this leather, and then we'll cut that out. Then I'm going to cut about 3/4 of it off. So we're somewhere around here. Cool. Now we're going to put my logo on it. I'm going to put it on here like this, and we're just going to give it a little spritzy sprue. Let that dry for a second before we go over to the press. We get into assembly. We've got to burnish some edges here. So I'm going to burnish this. I'm going to burnish these areas here where a keychain split ring is going to go. Before we glue these two pieces together, putting this on top, trimming off the excess, sewing, and getting on our way.
I've known you maybe 20 years. For like 2 decades. Spenny's always been cheap. He's never spent a single dime in my...
Alright, I've roughed up the edge where I'm going to apply glue. Alright, let's stick her together. Alright, next step, I'm just going to go ahead and glue it up, just ignoring these two spots, or actually this one spot right here in the middle. Just glue it right here, and then we'll be sewing and we're done. Just about. Alright, I'm going to use some Ritza Tiger thread to bind this guy up. Now that I've got all the holes punched out, you're going to want to use about 4 times the length that you're going to need. Alright, I'm going to show you guys how I do this here, how I do my stitch here. It's rather simple. Go through here, and you're going to want to come up through there once, and that's all there is to it. Back through. It's like it makes a saddle stitch that sort of lays on top of the other one. There's really no space in between there. Great, we've got a lot done. We are almost done. We're now just going to sand it down a bit. Make sure that this edge is nice and round. Bevel it, burnish it, and then we're going to treat it. Treat the leather to finish that leather off. Alright, I'm just going to clean this up before I throw the Resolene on there.